I'm Lou and welcome to this session on Downward Facing Dog. Today we're going to go through our alignments, talk about why we're doing the stretch. In yoga classes you'll hold into it, you'll transition through it, and it's a great stretch to do for the entire back of your body. Upper body will start to strengthen as you learn to hold into the down dog. Being careful we don't want to jam into shoulders and hang off hips. And it's a great stretch, as I said, for the back of the body. It's a half inversion, all the internal organs are turned upside down. If you do have any blood pressure issues, you need to maybe check with doctors that you're not inverting the body, having the head lower than the heart. If you have neck, shoulder injuries, issues, holding the body weight, wrist issues, holding the body weight might be difficult. You may prefer to push away from a bench or a chair rather than being on the floor with hands on the mat. You may want supports, blocks or props to support to hold on to, changing alignment on wrists. You could do a forearm version. But it's an amazing posture. To be mindful though that we don't hang off our joints, we don't lock out in our body, and then we're stretching and strengthening at the same time. As I said, in classes you'll transition in through down dogs, in between other poses. You'll hold into it for durations of time, strengthening and breathing. I'm going to give you some preparation alignments for it. So we're going to start on hands and knees. From here, as if we're doing our cat stretch, shoulders above wrists and hips above knees. From here, we're going to tuck the toes under. And as we exhale, lift the knees away from the mat and simply push back, extending through the lower back and body. So as we push back into our downward facing dog, we want to be sure to feel that our hands are shoulder distance apart where we had them in the cat. Our feet are hip distance apart. We're going to bend the legs, unlock the knees, extend the buttocks back, the sit bones pushing up and long away. Chin tucks in, back of neck long. Shoulders rolling broad across the upper back. Unlock the elbows, feel the arm muscles switch on. And push down into our hands and our feet as actively as we can. Now if you've come up into this posture and you've got a really rounded back, it's rolling into flexion, the hamstrings are tight, pulling the bottom under, bend the legs a little bit more, extending back long. So we've got our lower back extending in its neutral position. We want to be able to breathe into the feeling. You might feel it predominantly in the calf muscles, hamstrings, upper body strengthening as we hold, spine being elongated. Now steady the breath into whatever you're feeling. Conscious breaths in and out. So if you're tight in the shoulders and the shoulders are pinched up around the ears, we're trying to roll the shoulders broad. If you're jamming your body back into the legs and hanging off the joints, lift your body away from the legs. Lift the ribs in and up so we're not dropping. Shoulders broad, and the posture again switches on as we hold to strengthen. Steady the breath, slow and deep. Can you start to push your feet? Whatever parts of your feet touch the mat, press into them. As you push your feet into the mat, you should feel the muscles of the legs switching on, activating. Rather than just locking out the joints, the legs go soft, micro bend on the legs, muscles switched on by pressing the feet down. Steady the breath, slow and deep. If you're falling back in your wrists, shift your weight forward again slightly. Feel fingertips, middle knuckles, back of hand weighted evenly, not collapsing onto the wrists. Neck long, head centered. Facial muscles relaxing. Breath steadying and calming. If your heels don't reach the mat, that's okay. In time, they'll start to lengthen down. It's a journey. Enjoy the feelings of lengthening, of the back body stretching and opening, the upper body strengthening. And if you need to rest out, if you're not strong enough to hold the posture for quite so long, simply come down onto the knees. Do some cat stretch. Inhale, dip the spine, looking up. Exhale, roll the spine, looking in. Mobilizing where you can. Inhale, we dip. Exhale, we roll. When you are ready to rest, take the buttocks back to the heels in child pose, arms beside the feet, palms turning up. Let the shoulders broaden across the back. Chin tuck in and up. Tailbone tucking under. If the forehead doesn't reach the mat, hands come forward and stack to the height that you need. And if you need assistance to roll up, place the hands beside the knees, roll the back up, chin tucked in. Once you come all the way up, if those wrists are sore from your down dog, give them a shake out. Roll them whichever direction. Make fists squeeze and release, squeeze and release. Roll shoulders, maneuver the neck, holding into stretches, or moving gently in ways that feels comfortable for you. And then when you feel ready, back up to down dog. Hands come forward. So again, we're done with the shoulders hanging. Keep our shoulders in our back. Tuck the toes. Exhale fully. Lift the knees off the mat. Push back towards our down dog. Neck long, head relaxing in. Spine lengthening. Back of body stretching and opening. Unlock knees. Unlock elbows. Shoulders broad across the upper back. Slow and steady the breath in your time. Last exhale for you, and then lower to your knees. Inhale, dip your spine, looking up. Exhale, tuck your tailbone, roll your spine, look towards the navel. Chin in nice and deep. Exhale fully, buttocks all the way back to the heels, arms beside the feet if possible in child pose. Let yourself soften. Press down through the shins, hands support beside the knees if you need it. Vertebra by vertebra, chin roll, neck and back rolling up, chin tucked in. And again, once you're up, take a moment. If the legs are sore, come up high kneeling, give the wrists a shake out, the shoulders a roll out, maneuver the neck. So I hope you get to practice the downward facing dog posture. It will help you to learn more, to feel it. Each time you come into it, you'll notice differences. You'll feel and experience the changes that occur through the body. Breathing in, sweep the arms up, connect the hands together. Exhale to forehead. As we move through life with thoughtfulness. Touch the hands to the lips. As we move through life, we have kind words. Bring the hands to the heart. As we move through life, we have compassion and we have kindness. Namaste.